All right, I want to do a quick video. I posted an ant that I had tied out of some shelf material, some liner, and that's this right here. I don't know how to flip the phone or nothing. I'm not a tech guy. I got this at Dollar General. There's 12 feet by a foot wide. You can literally do probably 50,000 ants out of this, and it floats. I had a lot of questions about the floating. This is a little piece of it I've had in a jar. And it doesn't matter what I do to it, it floats like a cork. You don't have to worry about that. That being said, there's probably 2 or 3 different styles of it you can get. It just so happens this is what I've got. And what I normally do is I cut a piece out. And then I'll go back and cut a strip like so. All right. And then I've got some toenail clippers that I use for some of my cutting. And what I can do with this is I can go in and just past, I cut a piece off. Get my tools here. So it looks like so. And there's a top and a bottom to this. The top, you can tell it's rounded, and the bottom's got a little bit of a flat spot on it. I'll turn around and take my my toenail clippers, and I'll literally clip a little piece on each end. So that you have something to catch when you're tying to it. It doesn't even have to be that big. And then I'll go on to the side where these pieces are, and I'll clip that off. It just makes it look a little bit more rounded. The fish they could care less. They're not going after well, that one looks good, that one don't. If it looks like an ant, they're gone. They're after it. And basically, that's what you wind up with. Sorry about that, not focusing too good. But. All right, that being said, I ran out of hooks. Let's see what have I got left here. Here's this is a 14. Now this is like a curved caddis, but you can use a what's that other brand I use? Fulling Mill. Fulling Mill FM 5065 in a 16 or a 4, better in a 14 with this. And I'll take that's just some wax to help the thread hold. This thread I'm using is well, let me do it this way. That's a 280. And this is just in a black. All right, here's a little piece that I trimmed off. And I normally start about at the center of it. All right, I've got the center tied. I'll go under it and come up to the front, to the eye of the hook, close to the eye. And that little piece that I left, that's what I catch with the thread. See how that tied right in. Now, I whip finish everything I do several times. Maybe some people say it's a waste. Everybody's different. I do it just to lock it in. All right, after I do that, I come up under it. I come to the center a couple of times, and then I go under to the back. I'll move this hook just a little bit. What that does is it covers up your hook, or covers up your thread under it. Then I'll come back to that piece that was in the back that I left and catch it. See how that pulled that down? And then I'll wrap that up. And come back in with a whip finish. About put that too tight. Do it this way. That locks it in the back. Then I'll come back up to the front, reposition my hook here. And all I do here is I get just enough of a spot, a gap, so that when I tie a feather in, and I'll pre-cut a bunch of feathers, and then I'll just go back and pick out what I think will look good. All right, here's one. And I'll put that right there. I'll come back with another whip finish. And then, let's see if this is dried up here. Yeah, that one. I'll come back with a touch of glue. I mean, just barely. That's all it needs. Oops. I pulled it too hard. That's it. Right there's your ant. get it now. I got some glue on it. Here's what they look like. They float well, they fish well. And that's about it. Hope that helps you out.